Welcome to my channel today. Today's video is a really exciting video because I'm going to be swatching, reviewing, and doing a tutorial on this look right here using the brand new Tarte Cosmetics Tartelette Toasted Palette. I am so excited. When I got this in the mail today from Tarte Cosmetics, I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. I was counting down the days. I saw this pop up on Trendmood out of nowhere and I was like, where did this come from? And yeah, I was really excited to get my hands on this. So I was like, I have to film the video tonight and get this video up tomorrow for you guys. So before we get in the video, make sure to click that subscribe button if you guys want to stick around, be a part of the Milo squad, and also ring that little bell as well if you want to be a part of our notification squad. Today's notification shout out goes to Brooke Knight. Thank you so much for having that bell turned on. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, and Facebook as well at Madison89Miller. Now let's go ahead and get on into this review, swatches, and this tutorial. Alright, so before we get into the review, I just want to tell you guys, I posted this amazing video. It's a whole like Taylor Swift, Look What You Made Me Do collab with a bunch of amazing YouTubers. I filmed it with Roxette Arisa, my girl, and also Spanky Valentine, Amber Scholl, and Asia Jackson. So definitely go check it out, you guys. I will have that link down below. It is an amazing video. We did it all high production. We filmed it in the studios. And we had an amazing team behind us. So definitely go give that video some love because it truly is awesome. And it's my first Halloween video ever. So yeah, definitely show it some love. All right, so first off, this palette is going to be launching on October 15th. So mark your calendars, set your timers, go pick this palette up because it's awesome. Again, this is a Tartelette Toasted palette. And when they sent it over, they didn't have a price on it, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same price as the other ones, and those cost $46. But this is the shade right here. It's the exact same packaging as all the other Tartelette palettes. So the first Tartelette palette and the Tartelette in Bloom palette, and then you have the Toasted palette, which is gorgeous. This one has really beautiful warm tones in it that I think just scream fall. Honestly, between the three palettes, you have like everything. And this formula in these Tartelette palettes is one of my favorite formulas. I love the formula in the Sephora Pro palettes. I love the formula in the Rock Pro palettes and also the Tartelette palettes from Tarte Cosmetics. Those are some of my favorite eyeshadows. Honestly, the formula is very creamy, blendable, pigmented. It's very consistent to the other Tartelette palettes out there. So if you guys have those other palettes and you wonder how the formula is going to be in this one, it's exactly the same. It also has a slight cocoa scent, but it's very like faint, you know? You really have to go in there and like put your nose in it and smell it. But seriously, the colors are gorgeous. I just love this. This palette is just like screaming fall to me. I know people are getting tired of the warm tones, but I'm actually starting to love them, and I'm really happy that they came out with warm tones in this Tartelette palette because I love the formula so much. So it just, I don't know, it just made my day. As you guys already know from the other palettes, there's a total of 12 eyeshadows in here. There's 5 very shimmery shadows, and then in Sunrise, it's like a sheen. It's not like a shimmer in it, but it's a really pretty sheen. I actually have that one on the inner corner of my lid, and then the other ones are matte shadows. These are gorgeous. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through each one. We're gonna swatch them live on camera so you guys can see them, and then we'll go into the tutorial. All right, so first off, we're gonna swatch s'more right here. This is a bone white shade. It has a little bit of a pinky undertone, completely matte. This is the shade that you go to set your eyeshadow primer. I love it when palettes have this shade in there. Like, it saves my day. You're not really going to see it on my skin because I am very, very pale, but it's honestly not chalky and it sets your eyeshadow primer beautifully. And also it's another great shade to kind of clean up the brow bone a little bit if you bring up the shadow a little bit too high. All right, so next up we have Sunrise, and this one is the one that I have on the inner corner of my lid. It's a cream color shadow that has a yellow undertone to it. And it's not a full shimmer, but it has a slight sheen to it. Just really pretty and just really wakens up the eyes. So I'm gonna swatch it right here, but I don't think you guys are gonna see it very well on my arm. My arm is so pale, so you're not going to see these light shades, but you can definitely see it on my eyes. And you will also see it when I apply it later on in the video. For the third shade, we have Sunset, and this is a gorgeous kind of bronze shade right here. That one is beautiful. Look at that. Oh. All right, so next up we have Crackle, and this one is more of a true cool tone brown that has very big specks of gold in it. So what's interesting about this one is that I've seen Tarte actually create this shade multiple times, and a lot of the times when you're blending it on your lid, those gold specks tend to dissipate and you don't see them anymore. When I swatch it on my arm, you can definitely see it. So what I'm gonna do actually right now is I'm going to test it out with a brush because I did not use a shade on my eyes. I wanna see how it's gonna apply with a brush. So we're gonna do it right here. Ooh, okay. Let's blend a little bit. There you go. You can still see that gold speck in it. Because I definitely noticed in past palettes when they've had shades like this, that gold glitter tends to just evaporate and like you don't know where it went. But on this one, it looks like it stays around. We finger swatched it and we also brush swatched it. All right, so next up we have Cashmere, and this is a gorgeous matte peach shade. This is the perfect transition shade to have in the crease. Beautiful. I use this today. It really helps blend out those bolder, deeper colors. Next up, we have one of my favorite shades right here, and this is called Warmth. I just call this a pumpkin shade. I don't know. It's like a muted pumpkin shade. Really beautiful. I also added this one into my crease today. So I'm going to swatch that right here. Really beautiful. It was easy to blend, easy to pack on, very pigmented. All right, so next up we have Flame, and this one is like a copper shade. It is beautiful, like so beautiful. Their shimmer shades, seriously, they have perfected their shimmer shade formula. It's gorgeous. Next up we have Cozy, and this is a red brown matte shade right here. Very beautiful. I used this one to deepen up the outer portion of my crease. I just packed it on and then slightly blended it out to make sure there was no harsh lines. And you know what? It went on perfectly. It went on very pigmented, very opaque, and I didn't have any problems with it. All right, so next up we have Candle, and this one is a light cream shimmer shade. It definitely does feel a little bit chunkier in the pan, but it goes on beautifully, and it would be a gorgeous like inner corner like highlight and then a brow bone highlight too. Next up we have Latte, and Latte is a little bit more of a mocha brown shade right here. Really pretty. It's got a little bit more of a cooler tone, which I really love it. I love it how they put Warmth and Latte next to each other. If you can see these two right next to each other, Warmth has a more warmer undertone and Latte has a cooler undertone. So depending on the look that you want to create, you can really change it up. So I really like it that they put those two options in there. For our last shimmer shade, we have Simmer, and this one is another kind of coppery shade. I actually think this one's more coppery. This one up here is more of a reddish brown shimmer shade, and it goes perfectly with Latte. So I love this shade right here. And last but not least, we have Fireside, and this is a really pretty kind of muted deep plum shade. It has like a little bit of grayness to it, I feel like. And I'm gonna try to fit this all on my arm. There we go. It's like right on my elbow. I love it that they put a plum in here because I feel like it so goes with kind of like a fall, like Thanksgiving vibe. All right, so we have our swatch arm right here. If you have any of the Tartelette palettes, especially the Tartelette in Bloom, since that one has a little bit of shimmer shades in it as well, this is the same formula. Super easy to work with. They're opaque and they're just gorgeous. This is just the perfect fall palette. So yeah, I definitely have to give this one a dope. Get your hands on it. I think it's awesome, and I can't wait to create more looks with it because I'm obsessed with this kind of like pumpkin pie makeup look that I created. I'm like saying pumpkin pie because at first I was thinking pumpkin spice latte, but now I'm like, I feel like it's a little bit pumpkin pie, you know? So if you guys want to see how I created this eye look, then just keep watching. I have no idea what look I'm going to create, but we're just going to kind of wing it. We're going to play around with it, see how it works, see if it's like the same formula as the In Bloom and the first Tartelette palette. And yeah, but the colors are just stunning and perfect for the fall time. They kind of just surprised us with this one. I like it. So first off, I'm going to go into this matte cream shade. This one is called S'more, and I'm just going to dust this all over my lids. Also, please ignore the leftover glue in my lashes because I was filming late last night and that House of Lashes glue, that stuff is just stays in your lashes. It's so hard to get out. Next up, I'm gonna take Cashmere right here. It's a pretty like kind of muted peach tone. This is perfect for a transition shade to help blend out the bolder colors in the palette. So I'm just gonna take this on the outer corner of my eye and up into the crease and bring it all the way in. Next up, we're gonna go into Warmth right here, and this one is kind of a medium, like pumpkin shade. And what I'm gonna do with this shade is I'm gonna place it on the outer portion of the eye and then slowly work its way in, but make sure to keep it low so that way you can still see that transition shade that we put on there before and you get that gradient effect. All right, so next we're gonna go into my new little trick, and we are going to take the Tarte Shape Tape and pop it on the lid and just kind of carve out that inner corner of the eye just to clean it up a bit. And look at, we have a lid again. See, it's just like the perfect trick. I love it, you guys. Definitely try it. It's really easy to do. All right, now I'm gonna pack the lid with Sunrise right here. This is a cream shade. The other one, S'more, has a little bit of like a pinky kind of purpley undertone to it. This one has more of a yellow undertone and it also has a slight sheen to it. So I'm just gonna pack it on where we just put that concealer to like clean up that lid. I also was thinking of taking this kind of more warmer brown shade. It has a shimmer in it. It's called Simmer. I was thinking about placing that on the inner of the lid, but I think I like this one a lot. And honestly, you could stop right here if you wanted to and just do a wing liner and boom, you got like a pumpkin spice latte type of look. But I'm actually gonna go into Cozy instead. And it's like this reddish brown shade right here. And we're gonna deepen up this outer portion of the crease just slightly, and we're only going to keep it on the outer portion. We're not going to bring it in at all. Ooh, I love the way that I blended this. This looks like a really good, like, I'm like killing it at these fall makeup looks right now. These are really fun. It looks like a fall leaf is on my eyes, you know, when they're starting to change colors, which is really cool. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and pop on some wing liner. I'm going to use my M Cosmetics. This is amazing liquid liner. It is so much like Kat Von D, but it's more black, and I've been using it nonstop. And then I'm going to pop on some mascara from Lancome. This is the Monsieur Big, that big mascara, you know, the one that I always just struggle like pronouncing. I'm horrible with anything French. Like, it just doesn't work for me for some reason. And then I'm going to pop on these lashes right here, and these ones are the Crazy Ray Ray ones from the I Lure Vlogger series. I'm really enjoying these ones. They honestly remind me so much of the iconic ones from House of Lashes. So yeah, I know I'm definitely gonna be making an order of these. This is like on my to-do list, but I'm gonna go ahead and pop those on real quick and I'll be right back. All right, so lashes are on. Dude, this look is turning out so good. I'm loving it. You could honestly keep this bare and it just looks really cool enough as it is, but I'm gonna add some color down below. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take Cashmere, which is the shade that we put in the crease, and I'm gonna buff this out on the lower lash line. Next up, I'm gonna take this, what is this one? It's from Smashbox. It's a precise smudger brush, and I'm gonna go into Warmth, and I'm gonna keep this on the outer. My like voice just like went. Sounds like a kid going to puberty or something. But I'm gonna keep this really close to that bottom lash line, and I'm not gonna bring it all the way in. Next up, we're gonna go into Cozy, which is the reddish brown shade that we use to deepen up the crease. And again, I'm gonna keep this really close to the outer portion of the lash line. Now I'm gonna pop on some Benefit Roller Lash, the Lancome Monsieur Big or whatever, however you say that one. I don't really like it on my bottom lashes because it's such a big wand. I like the Benefit one better because then I don't make a mess. All right, so next up I'm gonna add some black liner to my waterline. This is the Makeup Geek Obsidian. These are very, very creamy and pigmented. All right, so this eye look is like screaming like fall leaf, pumpkin spice latte. So I was like, you know what? The color that I need to use on my lips is the Kylie Cosmetics pumpkin one. Oh my gosh, I remember, I think this came out last fall, I wanna say. But I was like, this would be the perfect color for this look. So I'm going to use the lip liner, and then I'm going to top it off with the liquid lipstick. All right, so here is the completed look. I feel like that lip color just completely completed this whole look together. I'm definitely going to like title this Pumpkin Spice Latte just because that's what I'm getting, or pumpkin pie. I know Joel's, he is already talking about his pumpkin pie. That is his obsession, is pumpkin pie with a ton of whipped cream on it. But yeah, I'm really impressed with this palette. I think it's exactly like the other Tarte lip palettes. The formula is very consistent. The colors are beautiful. They're easy to blend. They're pigmented. I know there's a lot of warm palettes out there, and I've been recommending a lot of warm tone palettes lately, but it's the fall season. This is the fun time with all the warm tones, and this palette is awesome. And these are also great palettes to travel with because they're very sleek, compact, easy just pack away with you. But yeah, definitely check it out. It launches on October 15th. And I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and review. And if you guys did, then please give it a thumbs up and comment down below what other reviews and tutorials you want to see next, and maybe even like what other colors you want to see me play with next, because I'm having fun right now. I'm having a lot of fun. But anyways, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!